alpha male cannot happen because the happiest, I always believe that the happiest men in the world are men who didn't want to be or don't want to be their fathers.
When they brought Shakespeare to India in the 19th century, what they were doing was transforming Indian people more into British people, that we would civilize Indian people, I think, as the colonialists saw it, by giving the great gift of Shakespeare.
I think in literature in India, at least religion gets talked about more, but maybe not so much with Dalit. So yeah, it was a really important theme for me, so thanks for bringing that up.
The bigger question is, did it happen from Pakistan, or did it happen, as some politicians in India said, that it was orchestrated from within India? I don't buy that crap.
And one of the things about Shakespeare, he gives you these analogies which suddenly paint a picture. And he says, why man, he doth bestride the world like a colossus, and we, petty men, walk under his huge legs and peep about.
Women are becoming very powerful emotionally, mentally. And one of the reasons is their financial independence. That has given them the strength to stand on their own feet and not take any kind of an abuse.
I have to explain, a currency note is neither black nor white. I spend it on you, you spend it on him. Anybody in the chain who declares his income is white, anybody in the chain who doesn't is black. So money is neither black nor white.
And I would say that one of the biggest issues between the man-woman debate right now is an absolute absence of humor and playfulness.
I think Times Literature Festival is gradually, bit by bit, becoming better. It's much well organized, better organized.
I've known the curators, Bachi and Namita, for decades now, and what impresses me about the way in which they curate the festival is this thread or thematic that they bring to it, which is a way of organizing people's thoughts and presentations, but it doesn't confine them.
There are so many literature festivals now in India, but the Times LitFest to me is extraordinary because of the warmth of Bachi, Namita, all the organizers, just this magnificent spectacle of Mehboob Studios where everything are held.
I think the Times of India Mumbai LitFest is something I greatly look forward to. It's not the first time that I'm coming here. I think the sessions, the organization, the locale, and above all the participants, all of them contribute to a great festival.
Well, I believe in supporting women, but I also know that you can't heal a family unless you include the men.
I mean, I love the idea of getting down to the man-woman thing, because that's what literature's all about. All the best literature's about relationships, and particularly between men and women.
It's quite a challenging theme, and I'm very excited that so many authors are who are a little different and trying to make this festival a little different from many other festivals.
I think the man-woman topic especially is very, very thematic. As India becomes more modernized and progresses, the question is, how do we continue to see men and women independently? And I believe that there's a huge conditioning and a very deep conditioning that happens at a very young age in childhood, as the way we perceive men, our expectations from them, and the same for women.
For me, the man-woman thing is that the man is the boring aspect of fashion and women are the more fun, experimental aspect of fashion.
Well, of course, that man-woman thing is at the heart of, my real interests of addressing the imbalance in gender in the history of art and in contemporary practice. And if you do come to Tate Modern, audiences will find a really fantastically strong group of women artists alongside our historic collection. And I'm doing everything I can to build up that representation.
It's been amazing, all the sessions. I loved most of the sessions, especially the ones of Rajdeep Sir Desai.
It's a great opportunity to come around, interact with the authors. It's an excellent organization. The whole thing has been organized very well.
Yeah, it's well organized, a nice variety of talks in different halls, and well spaced out, so people have a chance to choose what they want to see and when they want to see it.
So LitFest has been a wonderful experience. I mean, I've come and I've heard a lot of great talkers talk.
Oh, I absolutely love Times LitFest. Food, lighting, set,
speakers, and I think just practically everything about this. I just absolutely love Times LitFest.
Dr. Dua, ladies and gentlemen, Lifetime Achievement Award at the Times LitFest.
Reading should be at the heart of your life, and it will hugely enrich your life if you allow it to do so.
Read much more than very simple Facebook messages. Books are still extremely important, and they will continue to be.
Read as much as you can and don't be afraid of writing. It will come, but reading helps. The more you read, the better you write.
Keep reading, and please sometimes buy books, because that's what keeps books alive.
Don't read them only on the net. Don't read them only on the Kindle. Read them in print.
Continue to read different authors, read different points of view, and challenge yourself with new ideas. This is the 6th year that we've done the Times of India LitFest, and even if we say it ourselves, I think it gets better with each year. Certainly we can see the audiences enjoying themselves greatly, and I think what's special this year is that we've expanded and extended our idea of it being so much more than just pure literature, but then literature itself encompasses every field of life. So in that sense, we aren't going away from the basic concept of a LitFest. This year we've had so much more art, we've had more music, we've had a wider range of authors, a wider range of speakers and topics. And I think there's so much more for people to do and enjoy themselves. There are workshops for children, and we've seen increasingly over the years, with a conscious effort, we've been getting such a diverse range of age groups, such a diverse range of people, and the one common thread is that everyone's enjoying themselves. So we're very happy with what has been happening. Thank you.
We're just thrilled with the Times LitFest this year. It's just getting from better to betterer. We find that there are now people who come from all over South Bombay, North Bombay, West and East, and that's always a sign, because traffic is so daunting in the city that if people are going out of their way to come here, it means that there's something special going on. And this year in particular, we have not just literature, but we've really moved into a very eclectic kind of space, which includes art and music and performance, children's workshops. So it works for everyone.